Have you ever felt like life is quietly calling you towards something more? Like there's this invisible thread pulling you somewhere, but you just don't know where. That's exactly where Santiago's story begins. A shepherd boy, a simple dream, and a whisper from the universe that refused to stay silent. This is not just a story, it's a mirror, a reflection of every one of us who's ever chased a dream, lost our way, and wondered if the signs we see really mean something. Welcome to Novia Zone as we explore the book The Alchemist, where it just does not only tell about destiny, but makes you feel it. Part 1. The journey begins. Santiago is just a boy with a heart full of curiosity. He loves his sheep, the stars, and the freedom of wandering. But deep down, he knows this can't be it. Then comes a dream that repeats again and again of a hidden treasure buried near the pyramids of Egypt. Now imagine that. You're just living your normal life, and one dream keeps returning as if it's begging you to listen. One day he meets an old man who calls himself a king, Melchizedek. This mysterious figures tell him something that becomes the soul of the book. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. And that line, it hits like a lightning. It sounds magical, but also terrifying, because it means you have to start walking. And well, Santiago does. He sells everything he owns, leaves behind the familiar, and steps into the unknown, the desert, the strangers, the endless what ifs. Part 2. The desert teaches you things no classroom can. The desert is not just a place here, it's a symbol. It's silence, emptiness, fear. It's the stage of your life where you're lost, unsure, maybe even broke. But you're growing in ways that no one else can see. Along the way, Santiago meets up a crystal merchant, a man who once had dreams too, but never chased them. This part hurts, because you see what happens when fear wins over. The merchant also says, "I am afraid that if my dream is realized, I will have no reason to go on living." That's what comfort does. It makes us quietly give up. And Santiago sees that. He works hard, saves money, but his heart still whispers, "Keep going." He meets an Englishman obsessed with alchemy, turning metal into gold. And through him, Santiago learns that the real alchemy is turning yourself into who you're meant to be. Then, the desert gives him another gift, love. He meets Fatima, a girl who teaches him that love is not just about holding someone back, it's about letting them fly. Part 3. The Alchemist appears. At last, Santiago meets the alchemist himself. Wise, calm, and powerful, he teaches Santiago the most sacred truth. People learn early in their lives what is their reason for being, but maybe that's why they give up too early. The alchemist shows him that every heart has its own language, and if you're brave enough to listen, the entire universe begins to speak with you through people, sign, and moments that feel like a fate. He learns that fear is the last test before a dream comes true, that the closer you are to the treasure, the more your mind will try to stop you. Part 4. The Real Treasure. And then, after all the struggles, the danger, the faith, Santiago finally reaches the pyramids. He falls to his knees, digs into the sand, searching, but there's nothing. He's beaten, robbed, left with nothing, and then one of the men who robs him laughs and says, "You idiot, I had a dream too, that there was a treasure buried in Spain under a sycamore tree." And in that moment, Santiago realized the truth. The treasure was never in Egypt. It was where his journey began. But he had to travel the entire world to learn how to see what was right in front of him. That's the ultimate irony. The treasure of life is not at the end, it's in the beginning, or becoming who you need to be to see it. Part 5. The meaning we take away. Now, if you pause and think, the story isn't about a shepherd, or gold, or pyramids. It's about you. It's about the child in you who once believed you could do anything, and maybe still does, quietly. The book whispers, listens, and it tells you to stop waiting for permission or the right time, to notice the omens, the coincidences, the gut feeling. They're not random, they're your soul's way of speaking. It teaches that the world outside is just a reflection of the one inside you. If your heart is confused, the world will be look like chaos. But when your heart is clear, the road starts to light up. And that's why The Alchemist matters. Part 6: The Compassionate Truth. We all have deserts to cross, times when we feel forgotten, unseen, and misunderstood. But those moments, the ones that break us, are the same ones that build us. That's what Santiago teaches us. With so much compassion, he does not conquer the world, he understands it. He does not chase the treasure, he becomes it. Every page of The Alchemist feels like a friend sitting beside you saying, "Hey, I know it's hard, but you're exactly where you're meant to be." It's not just a book to read, it's a feeling you carry. Closing. If you ever felt lost, or like life has paused, where somewhere you just don't understand, pick up The Alchemist. Let it remind you that your story is not stuck. You're just in the middle of your desert, and maybe the universe isn't against you. Maybe it's just waiting for you to move. Because once you do, once you take that first small step, brave step, everything around you becomes to conspire for you. And that's the real magic of Alchemist. It just does not only tell you to chase your dreams, it makes you believe that you can. Lastly, the treasure you seek is within you, and the world will keep whispering it until you finally listen.